Today, I want to talk about war nickels, minted from 1942 to 1945. We're going to get a little bit of history on them, folks. Some people don't like them. Well, I feel bad for the ones that really don't like them because I think they're going to come into play. And I'm going to let you guys know my opinion of them. I know I've changed some minds. I'm not here to convince anybody to stack anything. But if we think outside the box and really see what's deep dive what's going on, any type of server is better than nothing. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's just get into it. War nickels were minted from 1942 to 1945. World War II started in 1939, folks. September 1st. It ended in September 2nd of 1945. In 1942, about halfway through the year, they decided they needed the nickel for the wartime. So they changed to war nickels with 35% silver, 50% copper, 58, 56, whatever the math is, 8% magnesium. And how you tell the difference, not all 1942 nickels have any silver in them. The best way to tell is going to have a P, D, or an S on top of the dome. If it has a P, D, or an S, it's a war nickel. It has 35% silver in it. Yes, you can see they're dirty. They're nasty looking. For the most part. But they still have the melt value, of course. People say the melters don't want them. That's fine. Some melters take them, some melters don't. People will say the coin shops don't want them. They don't want to pay up for them. Most people are right about that. The shop I work for, we're paying 20%. 20 cents under spot. Or under melt, I should say. We are selling for 20 cents over melt. We don't have any right now. We had a guy that came in and gave us 1,000. I reported this the other day. I'll report it again in case someone missed it or coming new saw the thumbnail and wanted to learn about war nickels. Had a guy come in the other day with 1,000. And I knew this guy, not personally know him, but I know he has 10-ounce silver bars and 5-ounce silver bars, 1-ounce rounds, 1-ounce coins. And I told this guy, I said, hey, look, man, these are going to be very hard to come source. I said, they're getting hard to source now. I says, I understand you need to fix your car, whatever, or he didn't need money for the car, excuse me. He needed money for rent or mortgage, whatever it was. And he says, well, let me think about what you said, Chris, and I'll come back after I grab a burger from somewhere. So he went out, go eat his lunch. He comes back. He says, no, I'm going to go with my gut. My gut told me to sell these. I'm going to go with them. I says, okay, hold on a minute. Let me call somebody else. I says, I might be able to pay you a little bit more. Called the other customer up. I says, hey, look, man, I got 1,000 war nickels here coming into the door. I says, what I can do, I says, I can give you a little price break if he's willing to take the offer that I said, normally we offer 20 cents below melt. I said, I'm going to offer him 10%, 10 cents below melt if you're willing to pay 10 cents above melt. Store will make a quick couple $100. Everybody's happy. Exactly how the deal went down, folks. The guy was happy who sold them because he got a little bit more. The guy who bought them got a price break because we had the guy's phone number. The guy who bought them is still looking for another 7,000 of them or so. There's not a lot of them out there. They only made them for 3.5 years, folks. Halfway through 1942, all the way through 1945. There's not a lot of them out there. There's a very low, there's high mintage. But over the course, there's not a lot of them out there. In front of you, you see 1,098 war nickels. Again, I'm going to go through some numbers for you. Can't talk today. This is how I do it, folks. I put them in a little lock and lock bucket, okay? Little lock and lock. There's a top for it. When I get them, I count them up and I start the card, and that's how I do it. I had 977, then I went to 998. I found one in a row of nickels because I do nickel searching too. Found a little bit more on eBay. So that got me up to 1,038. Found 60 more on eBay. That got me up to 1,098. I do have a little bit more in tubes, and a couple of tubes on an off-site location as well. So I got a little bit more than what you're seeing on the screen. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat. I'm going to be honest with you folks. So that's how I do it. I stack them slowly. I find them under melt on eBay, and that is how I stack them, folks. I don't care what the price is at the time. If I can get them under melt, I'm going to pick them up. I'm not paying over melt for these. So some of these I got for $1. Some of these I got for $1.20. Some of them I got $1 for 25. Some of them I got for $1.50. Some of them I got it for $1.61. You see the point. All right, you see the point. I'm cost averaging with the market as well. So with that being said, we know what to look for now. If you see 1942s, just look on the back for the PDRS. That is your 35% war nickels. So we already know this. The war nickels are 1942 to 1945. We already know that in front of you, you got 1,098 nickels. In front of you, that is 61.778 troy ounces. It adds up, folks. The ounces add up in silver weight. 61.778 ounces. What you see on your screen. So at today's price, as I'm recording this video, silver spot price was $30.93. That's a total melt value of $1,910.78 on your screen. That's not what I paid. Remember, I get them all under melt. Some of them I paid a little bit more because when silver was $35 an ounce, I paid some of them for $1.84 as well. So keep that in consideration as well. So let's get back to $35 silver. Then we shoot up to $2,162.22 once we get back up to 35. That be your melt value on the pile you see. How about we go to $50 silver, folks? We're at $3,088.88. You think I'm going to pull the plug? You think I'm going to tell you about $100 silver, right? No. I just went to 75. $4,633.32. Folks, I don't know where silver's going to go. I don't know where gold's going to go. I stack these because of trade. The dollar collapsing. Why would you want to give up more silver than you need to? Maybe a war nickel is all it takes. Very easy to spot them. Look at the back. Look for the PDNS. And you can guarantee it's a war nickel. It's got 35% silver in them. You know, I looked, a while back ago, I saw a video of a person melting down 18 war nickels. It's about an ounce of silver in 18 of these. He made a beautiful star, looks like a Christmas ornament, shiny. There's chemicals that you need to use. I don't know all about that. I know it's very dangerous, so beware of that. Trying to extract the metals from each metal. You need good ventilation, folks. I don't mess with that. When there is, where we know we in a silver shortage. When the melters start calling for it, they're not going to care what type of silver they're going to get. Prices keep going up. People are not going to probably sell. We get into a scenario, whatever scenario, that the melters need more silver. They're not going to care what they're going to get. They will take anything. Maybe it's not economical to melt them down now for some of these melters. It's probably not cost effective for a lot of them. But that can change very quickly when silver gets going, ramping up to $75, $100, $150 silver. You think I'm crazy when I say these numbers? Why not have some? I'm not saying you're going to get a whole pile like myself. I cost average everything. I used to be a lot like the people out there who give it the thumb nose about the war nickel, especially when I was doing the flea market up in Maine, 2007, 2008-ish, 2009, 2010. I had a little bathroom Dixie cup full of them. Nobody was touching them, folks. As silver started going up, people started to saying, I want them, I want them. Well, I held on to them. I kept stacking them little by little. I went to coin shows. Buy 10 here, buy 15 here, buy 20 here. I was getting them cheap, folks. I was getting them for like 85 cents each. When silver was getting up to $50, I was selling them for over $2 each. You know, I mean, that's the time, that's, you know, if silver gets up there, you know, look at it this way. If you don't have a lot of funds, folks, your 35% war nickels is a great place to start. Or a great place to get into the market, even if you are currently stacking. Have a couple rolls. Put them on the side. Same with the 40% half dollars as well. I'll make another video about that in a couple weeks. I know this is not my normal video, but I just want to come out here and show you what I'm doing, what I'm seeing at the shop. There are people that are starting to get very interested in 40% and 35% war nickels. You know, 40% Kennedy half dollars as well, and the 35% war nickels. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. No, I don't believe they sell 35% war nickels. We know about the dimes. They have no more dimes right now, folks. No more Roosevelt silver dimes. They have the Mercury dimes. They have all your half dollars available. They have silver quarters available. I was looking at the numbers. They're getting very low on silver quarters as well. Shop that I'm working for, we're out of dimes. We're out of quarters. Not out of quarters. Out of 1964 Kennedy half dollars. We're getting low on quarters. And what I mean by low, we probably got about 1,000 face. That's considered low for the shop that I work for. Thank you, Pinbacks, for running the dime special. I think a lot of people took advantage of that special you guys were offering. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. Let's just talk about a little bit more about war nickels for a moment, folks. We keep in mind, I used to thumb my nose at them too. And what changed my mind was, a guy came in one day at the shop, and he says, why would you want to give up more silver? He says, let's say doom and gloom, he says. This is how he said this to me. He says, let's doom and gloom, the dollar's gone. And the only thing people are accepting right now is silver and gold. We're back to the old school ways. He says, maybe we still got power on. He says, let's say we got power on, but we're still in the doom and gloom. We're into the doom and gloom. He says, why in the heck would you want to give up more silver than you don't have to? I lost sleep that night. I'm thinking of what this guy said. And then I'm adding on, well, this guy's right, because you normally would want to give up. You go to the grocery store, you hand the clerk a $20 bill, your total bill is $5 or $6. You're not going to leave the change behind, folks. You're going to want your change. We got to consider all scenarios what could happen. Not just about looking about now. Some people really think the dollar cannot collapse. Well, all fiat money finally goes to fiat heaven. It's just because we're the world's reserves currency has not gone off yet. Look at Venezuela. They're scraping off gold to get a haircut, to get the shoes polished, to get food, folks. Is it coming here? I hope not. But it is a possibility with everything going on in the world that the BRICS nations are trying to get away from the dollar little by little by little. I'll repeat what Andy Schectman says on that. Then all at once. Just look at the stock market yesterday. It was up over 27 points. Look at it right now. Just before I started recording this video, it was down 707 points, the Dow Jones was. There's my take on the war nickels, folks. I hope this helped you out. Because, yeah, they're dirty looking. They're not shiny, but they still got silver in them. And at the end of the day, you see 61 ounces and 61 plus ounces in front of you. And when you can get them less to melt, why not pick up a few rolls up? Why not pick up, maybe you can't get a few rolls all at one time. Maybe it's 5 or 6 coins on eBay. Maybe it's 5 or 6 coins at your local coin shops. I've done it, folks. You people think Chris, it's only 4 more coins that you're but I'm getting less to melt, even with shipping, folks. That's the point. It don't matter if it's 2 coins, if it's a roll, if it's a half a roll, if it's 60, if it's a 100 lot coin. It don't matter. It all adds up. That's the point I'm trying to make. It all adds up. And that includes your entire stack, the rest of your stack. Whether you're stacking 90% silver, rounds, coins, bars, whatever that you're stacking. It don't matter how much you're stacking at one time. Your stack's going to grow. We just have to keep at it. Don't take this video as, I'm never going to get there, Chris. I'm never going to get what you have. This don't come overnight. It takes time, folks. It takes time to stack. And don't ever look at someone else's stack and try to compare it to your stack, because that's the wrong idea of what's out there. This takes time. These I'll probably start stacking, I want to say probably in 2021. And I've been, I take a little breaks from the 35% war nickels. I take a little break from 40% halves. But I'm more focused for my stack right now on the 90%, 40% silver halves, and 35% war nickels. That is what I'm going after right now. That's me. That may not be you. Everybody's different. Everybody's in a different aspect of their stacks. Stack wisely. Don't go in all at one time. That's not how I do it. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, please reach out. I'm always happy to help anybody out there. I give free information, folks. I don't give free advice. I don't give advice at all. I'm not a financial advisor. But I've been in this business, maybe not in the coin shop, working in the physical coin shop, since 2006, 2005-ish. But I've been working with coins for a while now. And I've learned a lot at the coin shop. I've heard a lot of different opinions at the coin shop. And that's what we all need to do, is get other people's different opinions out there. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers that won't talk about 35% war nickels, 40% silver halves. Because we know there's not a lot of interest out there on them. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to educate people. Not trying to say you have to go out and get this. It's about education. That's what this channel was made for. Thank you for watching. Coin Shop Chris is out. See you this afternoon.